Former Formula One world champion Jenson Button has announced that he will retire from professional racing after the upcoming 8 Hours of Bahrain. Button has been very active since retiring from F1, mainly participating in endurance racing, but will hang up his helmet and gloves for good after next week. Button was active in F1 across 18 years, winning 15 Grand Prix and, of course, the 2009 title with Braun Grand Prix. He first retired back in 2016, but was parachuted back in the year after when Fernando Alonso tried his hand at the Indy 500 during the F1 season. The now 45-year-old Button has been racing with Team Jota for the past 2 seasons in the WEC, having also taken part in Supercars, Extreme E, and Rallycross. Speaking to BBC Radio Somerset, he revealed that he now has other priorities, however. Quote, "This will be my last race. I've always liked Bahrain. I think it's a fun track and I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can because this will be the end of my professional racing career. I've really enjoyed my time with Jota in WEC, but my life has got way too busy and it's not fair on the team or on myself to go into 2026 and think that I'm going to have enough time for it. My kids are 4 and 6 and you're away for a week and you miss so much, you don't get this time back." End quote. Both George Russell and Kimi Antonelli have expressed their dislike of the team orders that were given to them during the Mexico City Grand Prix. Antonelli was ordered to let Russell pass to attack Ollie Bearman after the Brit insisted for many laps that they should swap. Antonelli was not best pleased with this decision, even though the driver swapped back at the end of the race. Russell came up behind his teenage teammate about midway through the race and immediately went on team radio asking Mercedes to let him through as he had fresher tires to attack Ollie Bearman in P3. Mercedes said Russell was free to race Antonelli but wasn't going to be waved through, but after laps of Russell radio messages, the swap did happen, albeit with Oscar Piastri right behind the 2 Silver Arrows. Antonelli didn't understand the decision. Quote, "Obviously it's very easy to talk now, but if we had held position, probably would have had a better chance to undercut Ollie and probably would have had a better shot to finish maybe P4 and P5. But obviously, as I said before, it's easy to talk now and we just need to review and in order to not make the same mistake." End quote. Russell, despite the team adhering to his request, wasn't happy either, meaning Mercedes ended up with a lose-lose situation in the end. Quote, "My tires were in a good place. I was ready to attack. Ultimately, we left it too long and by that point there was no need to swap positions. Either do it straight away or not at all. We need to sit down and talk as a team. Ultimately, I'm not battling Kimi in the championship. We're battling Ferrari and Red Bull for the championship." End quote. And finally, Red Bull Racing team principal Laurent Mekies has explained why the team is continuing to develop the 2025 car and not going all in on next season when the rules undergo massive changes. Red Bull believe that getting the processes right when developing parts so they instantly work on the actual car and laying the groundwork in that way is more important than developing a new car. They get that instant feedback now when they bring upgrades to a Grand Prix weekend and can confirm whether or not their approach back in Milton Keynes is the right one. They adopted a similar philosophy back in 2021 when they developed the car until the end of that year, despite the rule changes the year after. Of course, Red Bull would end up winning both 2022 titles. Do you back this approach, or should Red Bull be putting more time and resources into next year now? Let us know down below, but that is the end of today's news video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to follow us, by the way, on all social media as well. But thanks for watching, and peace.